does. Good side, aren't they?
Sheffeild United, unbelievably good. I have to be honest, when they arrived in the Premier League last August, I thought they would go down. They didn't buy anybody, I don't think, well, at least maybe a couple, but they didn't. They stayed up, and they've shown what a compact, good, very good side they are. And this is what I'm saying, the way they play, you notice today the 2 assists, both wing backs, Baldock with that one there. Good save from the goalkeeper, I have to say. He's come in for a lot of criticism lately, but that was a decent save because a couple of deflections on it. And he could do nothing about it, just knocking it out there because he was at full stretch. So it was a decent save that didn't get any reward. But for David McGoldrick, so often it happens, Richard. You get one, you've waited 9 months for a goal since you got back in the Premier League, and all of a sudden another one pops along, and it's fantastic for him. So he must be absolutely buzzing tonight.
As the second half started, in fairness, you did say to me he'll get another.
You see, Willian has a lot of qualities, Richard, but tracking his man is not one of them. This time it's the other wing back, Enda Stevens, who provides a fantastic cross, and this is such a good header from Ollie McBurney. I know it's only 7 yards out, but look at the gap between the goalkeeper and the goalpost. It's only about a metre, Richard, and yet it's past him before he can react. Really good header, very impressive.
A 3 could easily have been 4, but they stopped having got the 3. Goldrick again.
Yeah, again, it's a goal that they've worked really well. Lys Mousset on as a substitute. Listen, Antonio Rudiger should do better than that. Without a question, he should do better than that, the centre-back. It's not a difficult ball to deal with. It doesn't go behind him as such. It's kind of bumping towards him. Deal with it. Take a touch on it before you clear it if you want. Or clear it, swing your foot through it. But to just knock it back down in front of him, well, David McGoldrick was saying, thank you very much, Antonio. I'll have my second. So, great for him. Mousset maybe could and should have made it 4. And I'm just wondering what kind of dressing room that'll be with Frank in it right now. I don't know if he's a shouter, but I wonder.
As for Sheffield United, let's find out what else McGoldrick is saying.
Excellent victory rooted in Sheffield United doing what they do at their very best.
Most definitely. I think after the lockdown, the first couple of games, we didn't play on the front foot. We kind of forgot about what we're about. And I think since the Arsenal game in the FA Cup, from then we've started to be on our front foot. And I think the results are proof of why we are where we are. There are 35 games in now. I think the table, the points don't lie on the table. So that's truly us at our best today.
Have you personally, having had to wait all season, you get your first Premier League goal, and then you double your tally in the same game?
Yeah, I've told the lads, don't worry, when it comes I'll get a brace or something, don't worry about the 1 goal, I'll go for 2. But obviously, I've said in the press in the week, I wasn't concerned, I wasn't losing over sleepless nights, I knew that the goals were coming because I've had chances. So, I've had a couple of chances today and I've managed to put them away. It's a great feeling to get my first Premier League goals at 32, and I think there's many more to come.
What does it actually mean to you, though, to finally have done it?
It means the world, I made my debut when I was 16, still in school. Everyone's dream is to play in the Premier League. I made that dream this season, and then I've got my second dream, which is to score. I think 2 years ago I got released from Ipswich Town. I didn't know where I was going to be. Got a trial at Sheffield United last year, won promotion, Player of the Year, and here I am today, living my dream.
The manager shuts us down very quickly if we mention the possibility of Sheffield United being Europe for the first time ever. What about the players?
If I say anything else, I'll get a bollocking from the gaffer, so I'm just mirroring what the gaffer says.
I wouldn't spoil your day. Well done.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Cheers.
You were also.
Thank you both. He was a colossus. Here is Frank Lampard.
Bitterly disappointing day for Chelsea. Where and how did that go wrong?
They were better than us. So, better than us physically, better than us in the mind, better than us with the ball. So you lose a game.
Mentally, were they better?
They were stronger than us. I think you could feel that. And we don't have a crowd at the minute, so you hear every voice. All I could hear was Sheffield United voices. So they were stronger in that sense, and they're good players. They're a good team. We all know that this season. So if you come here and perform below par collectively as we did, it's going to happen.
What were you looking to change at half time when you match them shape-wise?
Yeah, we matched them, and that's just obviously you respect the way they play, but we were too slow with the ball. We weren't even getting our wingers into the game, and our wingers have been fantastic in restart. We weren't getting them into the game, so we just tried to get some more control of the game, which we did have after that, but we never looked overly threatening, and they still had the counter-attack, so it definitely made us look more solid against their shape, but already at 2-0 down, you make it really difficult for yourself.
Defensively, disappointing goals?
Yeah, disappointing. Mistakes. I've got to be careful to overanalyse this one, because it's what you do. You analyse all season, review, look forward. What we have to do now with that game is put that to bed, because the only thing that matters now is that we fight for top 4, and that we're still in that race because of how we've been this season. We have to put this game away very quickly, but I learned a lot, and I won't forget that.
Might that not be possible, because next time you kick off, results go against you, you're outside the top 4, which is the real damage from today?
Yeah, but that's the reality of it. But that's I'm not concerned so much about top 4 today, and all I do is sit and watch all the games that you show on TV and consider where we're at and what we want to do, because of course I want to get there, but today I'm concerned about how we performed, and I learned a lot about that. I'm not thinking right now we might be 5th, we might still be 3rd or 4th or whatever. I'm not thinking that. We'll see by the time those teams play, and by the time we approach Norwich, and we cannot approach Norwich or Manchester United or Liverpool and Wolves in the same vein as we did today.
Frank, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Nice guy turns nasty. There was real anger in his face, I felt, when he said, I learned a lot today, and I won't forget that. There's one or two, I think, that we might not be seeing too much of going forward.
No, I think they always tell you this, Richard. If you ask any coach or any player, when you're winning football matches, what have you learned? Very little. Very little. You learn so much more about your players and your team and the collective and what you have when that happens, when you're second best all over the pitch. And it's so refreshing to hear Frank say that. Come out, why? They were better than us. A lot of coaches don't just say that. A lot of coaches won't admit that. But he is, and he knows. And there's a few that will have the card marked. There's absolutely no doubt about that he's learned that this guy's not good enough for me mentally because he let me down today, or this guy's not going to be physical enough for me when I really need it, or this guy's not got enough talent to play in that position, so I'm going to have to look. He'll have learned so much more about his players in those 90 minutes than he's probably learned in the last 9 months.
What does Graham Souness always say? When you're at the front of the line and look behind you, there are two types of players. Those you know you want with you in battle, and those you know that are going missing. The purpose of Graham telling the story, of course, is that he was at the front of the line. Yeah, he was the captain. Here's Chris Wilder.
Chris, you're a man who famously keeps his feet firmly on the ground, but how good were your team today?
Yeah, I thought we were excellent, full value for the result. You know, they've got some outstanding players at the top of the pitch, but we've had to defend properly. The structure of the team was really good, and we had to have something going the other way, and I thought we did. And delighted. It's obviously it's been a tough schedule, and the quality of teams that we've played here at Bramall Lane needed turning over, and I'm delighted that we've turned Chelsea over.
Well, bearing that in mind, if I could relay a comment that Graham Souness made in the first drinks break in our studio. He said Chris Wilder's team looked like the opening day of the season. They look fresh as anything. They are absolutely bang at it.
Yeah, we weren't in the first couple of games, so it took us a little bit to get going, and we're into a rhythm, and delighted. I've really enjoyed watching my team play, always, because I think they give me the maximum that they've got, always, and that's from a manager. You know, sometimes it might be down on a little bit of quality because of where we've come from, but we always get 9 times out of 10 a performance right up at the max, and we have to be like that right the way through.
Where do you rank that performance of the season so far and that result?
Well, I thought result-wise, Wednesday was a big one. We dug deep. We were stretched as a squad, and some tired bodies out there from the schedule, from Tottenham and then on to Burnley, which is a tough game, tough place to go, and then to go again against Wolves, who are, you know, an outstanding, exceptional side. And where we drove the game forward in the second half, there was a real desire to go and get a result, and then, you know, we talked about backing it up with another positive result and performance, and it was, yeah, they're right up there. They have to be. You know, to turn Tottenham, Wolves, and Chelsea over three games on the spin. You've got to be pretty close to your maximum. But I thought we were decent in terms of the shape and the structure between box to box. But I thought both penalty areas we were outstanding. Apart from a little bit at the end where you always know that. From Chelsea's point of view, they can pull something out of the bag, some magic. You know, William or Weber's on the pitch. They've got that ability too. So, you know, you always think that, you know, another goal, especially when they've gone through. Mousset's gone through to get another one, but maybe a touch being greedy. But right up there, yeah. I mean, we've had to be at our max, and them players and everybody always give me that.
That's right. That's it's a good trio.
I like him even better now.
Good trio of teams to have beaten.
Oh, listen, Wolves, top 6 all season. Chelsea, top 4 all season. What was the other one? Spurs, big team. Maybe not having a great season, but big team. And they've taken them on, and they've beaten all 3 of them.